Hey guys, Joe here again, and another philosophical type video, because I'm getting into this book, Meditations by Marcus Aurelius. Actually, not even just getting into it, about halfway done at this point. And so reading this morning, it was the quote that I ended up writing down. Sorry if people are looking over, I need to see what it says. And so this one is, so remember this principle: when something threatens to cause you pain, the thing itself was no misfortune at all. To endure it and prevail is the great fortune. So this also coincides with a book that I will be reading after this one called Atomic Habits. And part of it, what it talks about in the book is, at the end of the day, you have to decide, who you want to be. So if you don't decide who you want to be, then it's just going to kind of happen for you. And a lot of times, at least for me, if, the ideals that I have for myself, if I'm not going, marching that direction, then I end up having anxiety and just feel crazy until I start seeing progress. And so what they talk about is basically, there's basically two jars. There's the jar for the person you want to be, and the jar that who you currently are. Okay, and basically every action that you take, more or less, you take a coin and put it into either jar. Okay, so depending on your actions, it's based upon what's going to end up happening. What kind of person do you want to end up becoming? So that's what I've been focusing on the last few days. And because I had this video where I basically said I wasn't happy with my direction and actions as a human being, and lo and behold, it's not major improvements, but I can see and feel a huge difference. Things that used to upset me or give me anxiety or leave me frustrated, for me, it was like, from 0 to 100, I would get to 100 immediately, step on the gas and I'm there. But now it's kind of like the transmission's broken and it's very slow to get there. I'm actually able to, take a few seconds and try to reflect. It doesn't always work all the time. I notice towards the end of the night, where if I've been on the computer all day or whatever, I end up not snapping, but reacting in a way that I know I don't want to act like. That makes sense. So it just, it's a work in progress. It's like exercising. You can't expect to, work out once and, be ginormous, or work out once or diet for a day and get to the body type that you want to do or want to be. It doesn't matter what you do once. It matters what you do every single day. So as long as you're committed to it and making just, a little bit of progress every day, even if you just get 1% better, after some time, you're going to be a whole new person. And this applies in business, in life, and everything else, because I don't know if I said it before, but, for the longest time, I thought that once I got to a certain level, once I, was able to accomplish something, once I, whatever, got something materialistic kind of stuff, that you would feel better, or I would feel better. And it's not the case. 2017, 2018 is when everything, actually 2018, things were starting to turn around, and I still wasn't happy. I was working half the amount that I used to work, and not rich or anything, but didn't have to worry about money in the bank. And, I still wasn't happy. And you're always, when you keep on saying to yourself, I'll be happy when, or happy if, it just never comes. It's like saying, I'm going to do something tomorrow. Well, tomorrow never comes either. So that's why I've been doing a lot of this searching within this book and, other things, just because at the end of the day, I just want to be happy. I don't care about the money anymore. Making money is the easy part. It's the happiness that is the difficult part. So anyway, take time to work on yourself every day. What I've been doing every day is basically going through a process. I start in the morning where I'll first start meditating. Today I actually did 9.5 minutes, so that was pretty good. Normally it's around 5. So I do that. Then after that, I will read for a little bit. And then after that, I will write in my journal for a little bit, which that's what I wrote about today. Kind of like reflect on what I read that morning, and then basically, set a plan for the day. And when I set a plan, it's not like, a million things to do. For today, it was 3 things. It was literally copying over one course to another, different website. I had to find out about a workman's comp deal, and then work on for the kitchen sink, which is the program I'm working on, the visuals for that. So I was actually able, bet Leon, I got 100% done. I'm working on the kitchen sink, probably like halfway done. I just still have to think about that, and about halfway done with the switching over the things. So my wife ended up having to work a little bit today just because we are down a salesperson, so now it's just the office manager that's in there. But if I had the full time, I would have actually got it done. And at the end of the day, I just feel better if I'm crossing stuff off the list. But anyway, make sure you take time every day to work on the person that you want to be. And I guess in the beginning, you got to work on actually thinking about the person you want to be. Because a lot of people don't think about that stuff. They just kind of go through life, and typically it's you're chasing money. That's the carrot. But then once you get that carrot, like, what comes after that? You know what I mean? Does that make sense? So, I'm just here to tell you that once you get that carrot, you're still going to be hungry. I guess that's the best way to put it. So you have to find out what's going to quench that hunger for you. And everyone's different. It may be to just spend time with your family. It may be to start a charity or start working with, underprivileged individuals, like whatever it may be. But it's not the money. It never has been. But I think it's almost like it's not a lie, but it's like this perception that people without the money, because that was me for the first 35 years of my life, that you think that's going to solve everything, and it actually, honestly, if you have issues and then you get the money and you don't have to work as much, the issues actually start to get magnified because you aren't spending like all your day working your ass off. So you have time to start thinking, and then once you start thinking, that's when your brain starts to really fuck with you. So if you don't have a control over it, which I'm working on now. So anyway, hope you guys have an awesome night. Again, if you haven't signed up for the contracting program or the 6-week program, basically what's going to be happening is, I keep on saying it's basically to work less, earn more, and to transform your lives. But you can also take it as basically if you want to go from a contractor to a business owner, because there's 2 different things. You may own your business, but if you're still killing yourself every day and you're doing everything haphazardly and everything else, well, you're still a contractor, which is fine if that's what you want to do and that's what you want to be. And but again, there's more to life than just working. Like, it's not. We're not built to do this. We're just not built for it. We're built to come together as a group, a community, and work on improving each other. And the money is just a small fraction of that. It might be 10% of your day. It might be where, instead of working 10 hours a day, really it should be like 1 hour a day, and the other, maybe 4 hours is working on yourself, and then the other 5 hours is working on other people or helping other people. So anyway, I hope you guys have an awesome day, and like I said, check out the course if you want to do that. It's in the description, and it's the first one, so I don't know what's going to happen, but I feel like it can bring a lot of value and just change the mindset, because it's not stuff that people typically talk about. It's like, most people are talking about how to get more sales, how to improve your marketing, how to close more jobs, how to raise your prices, how to increase your perceived value, and all that stuff matters to an extent until you get to where you need to be. But after that, once you get there, it's at that point you transform your business. It's time to transform your life. So anyway, have an awesome night. Talk to you.